Doctors fleeing Nigeria, not too many. We have backup Buhari regime. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. There are actually enough doctors in the system because we are producing up to 2,000 or 3,000 doctors every year in the country, said the health minister. You see, I was trying so hard not to laugh. When I was reading the headlines, I did tell you, I was trying so hard not to laugh. Because I'm like, person we're doing this thing, you know, go better for them. Why? How can people be coming out? Oh my goodness. The news in details, please. The Minister of Health, Osagi Ehanire, says there are enough medical doctors in Nigeria, but President Muhammad Buhari regime is working towards replacing any doctor who resigns and leaves the country. Mr. Ehanire stated this on Tuesday in Abuja during a media conference. He also said there was no embargo on the employment of doctors and other health personnel in the country. There is no embargo on employing doctors where there is a need. We do, because there is a civil service regulation. There are processes before doctors are employed. We have had complaints of doctors who are now leaving the system, the minister explained. But there are actually enough doctors in the system because we are producing up to 2,000 or 3,000 doctors every year in the country. And the number leaving is less than 1,000. It is just that the employment process needs to be smoothened. The minister further explained that the ministry was working with the office of the head of the civil service to use the one-for-one employment strategy so that if one doctor or nurse resigns to go abroad, another one is employed. So, if you have one replacement, then you're not likely to have a shortage. But that has been worked out because the head of service had the experience that in the past, when one person goes, they use the opportunity to take three, and those others may not even be people who are required. Mr. Ehanire stressed. We want to use this policy so that we can reduce shortages and have our personnel back in our hospitals. Deborah Beatrice Ohohore of the Department of Hospital Services says the issue of a 2-week ultimatum given by the National Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, for the regime to meet the demands of the association or risk an industrial action was being considered. According to her, they are mainly financial issues the ministry could not solve alone. The issues we have with the resident doctors are mainly financial issues. And because of that, we, the Ministry of Health, cannot handle it alone. So what we are doing now is to facilitate resolving the issue. So what we are going to be doing now is to facilitate resolving the issue with the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, and the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, NSIWC, Ms. Beatrice Ohohore stated. She added, we want to assure you that the Ministry of Health, especially the Department of Hospital Services, is working very hard to ensure that industrial action is averted. On Saturday, it was reported that the resident doctors had given Mr. Buhari's regime another 2 weeks' notice to implement the payment of the new hazard allowance and arrears stipulated as of December 22nd, 2021. The 2 weeks, which took effect on Monday will end on September 4th. The said hazard allowance is contained in the circular issued by NSIWC dated December 22nd, 2021 with reference number SWC S04 S218 11406. Some of the association's demands include urgent implementation and commencement of the payment of the 2022 Medical Residency Training Fund (MRTF) in full to its members using the old template, and that the shortfalls using the newly reviewed template be computed and factored into the 2023 budget and paid in arrears. Now, first of all, I laughed out my heart out when I read the headlines of the news saying that the doctors are going out, but it does not in any way affect us. Can they listen to themselves? How did such people end up becoming ministers in the first place? That is what I was asking myself. who does this thing? Hey, person who does this thing, no go better for now. A minister of health is coming out. Now, another place where I almost choked on my laughter was the area that they are working towards replacing any doctor who resigns and leaves the country. You're working towards replacing the doctor who resigns and leaves the country, but you are not addressing the situation that is causing them to leave. Do you know what you're talking about? That means with every doctor that leaves, an experienced doctor, a doctor that has gained experience for a lot, he's now very good, and that time he's leaving is the time where he's supposed to be giving that wealth of experience back to the country. Now he leaves, and you bring in somebody else who is a novice. Do you know very soon we are going to have lack of experienced doctors all over the place? Are you nobody seeing it from my own point of view? Am I the only one seeing it like this? When the doctors are supposed to be giving back to the society, they are now leaving the country. You're not working on improving what exactly, fixing what exactly is making this doctors leaving the country. Had it been even said they're going to even look at what is making them leave, we'll even say, okay, fine. But this one, you're not even looking. You're not looking. You want to replace. I don't know how many ways you go feel replace. So I don't know how many ways you go feel replace. Okay. Because it sounds very strange to me. It sounds bizarre to me. I mean, if something is not working, you're going to find out what is making that thing work, not to work. Or let's say, for instance, now, it's just like your child keeps complaining to you. Your child keeps complaining to you that about a particular situation. And what you do is you just change your child's teacher. You're not even looking at the problem, the real problem. You're not addressing the root cause of the problem. If you replace them, they leave. So when this other one leave, when the other one leave, you say you go tire. It's every time you start sourcing out for doctors who are supposed to fill up a position. It is not making sense to me. So why don't you fix that particular issue? You fix it. Oh, wow. This government is a colossal failure. We need to arrest all the people who sold this kind of inept leaders to Nigerians. We also have to arrest all those who brought into such pettiness. They lack a good conscience. I am telling you, they lack good conscience. Some of them do not even know the left from the right. A whole minister of health. A whole minister of health. See, if there's any place that needs your experience, it is the Ministry of Health. You go there as a doctor, over time you have become good. You have learned from your mistakes. You have learned from mistakes happening. And when you're supposed to give him back that beautiful, your service, you are leaving the country and they are not seeming to be bothered. Abajo, problem. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.